A prisoner in a cage.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
No, I'm not doing any sentencing. No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're here first. Or there.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
And I bet you're as innocent as the sunrise.
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting though, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested though?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Nice. It seems like that will be a very lovely key. This is too much because there's no reason to start to be killing him though. So, sure. The key does sound interesting. Besides, it's not like he was... Yeah, he's maybe a great person, but he can have a dinner, why not? I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Okay, I guess I can ask. You there.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter.
I'm not riding anywhere
They should
though.
have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Maybe. It does seem a little bit of a base for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
Total hogswat. 100%. So I had a chat with him actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
Oh, depends what enlightening would mean to you. It was enlightening in some respect. He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal? This man could be hanged soon. Should it be that difficult?
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
I have my reasons why I care.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food for you.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Yes. Alistair approves +1. At least he approves of me going and getting a key. Maybe he wants me to steal from the mages, eh? Alistair, do you want me to be stealing? I guess so. Why else would you be approving of that?
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Fine enough. I was thinking that didn't seem like a place that I could be going, but Just wanted to make sure. Do want to be looking around the full place nonetheless, after all.
Hail. You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
That's fine. I'm sure... why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
Sure thing. So there are other things than Darkspawn to watch out for?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
Yes. I'm sure it is superstition. So why mention them if it's just superstition?
Spend enough time here, you'll get an earful about those witches. Locals blame them for near everything. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Fine enough. Fine enough. Ooh, elf root. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Take some elf root. Some ash warriors here.
Elf, what's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision.
You know much about us dwarves?
Some, like all Ash warriors. Our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
You don't look quite like a lot of the other soldiers in the army, I guess. A little bit of a different outfit with the Mabari hounds and everything.
We aren't. We're Ash warriors, as you should well know.
You trained with the Dwarven Berserker warriors? I've heard a little bit about it, but of course... Have I heard? I think I should have heard nonetheless, even though I'm not in a... I'm castless and everything. Yeah, still heard stories. You trained with the Dwarven Berserker warriors.
Our discipline was passed down to us from the time of Luthias the Dwarf Son. He trained with the Berserkers of your kind, long ago.
Yes. So are you exactly the same as the Berserkers in Orzammar?
Perhaps. I've never been, so I cannot say for certain, but I'm told our traditions are the same. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Is a dog that good in combat?
A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
So, why have you painted your dogs as well?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Interesting theory or custom. What if the enemy is painted with Caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
No, I'm just wondering. I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
So what are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood. What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Well, I should be going. I'm not gonna be asking, like, if the dog is supposedly like a sword to them, then why would they be leaving the dogs behind? Well, I should be going then.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Good luck to you on that. Good luck. Key required.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
I don't know anything about dogs. Well, other than what I heard from the Ash Warriors.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed Darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All Wardens are immune to the Darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Well, I'm not someone who is a warden yet, so maybe you can help him, Alistair. You are already a warden.
Nope, dogs and I don't get along. You do it if you're so eager. Just leave me out of it.
Are you so much of a coward when even you are already a Grey Warden, Alistair? I guess I'm gonna be a Grey Warden anyways, and I'm supposed to be immune apparently, so I guess then fine, then I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Well, put the muzzle on the dog. This would be kill the dog. That's quite interesting to be as an option. The Mabari growls weakly, but does not challenge you. After you are done, he whimpers
Well done.
plaintively.
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Why don't you just get it yourself?
The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under my care.
Will the dog be alright without it?
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Well, I guess I will keep my eye out for it. Where in the wilds would I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Alrighty. Why don't will the dog be alright without it? I guess I already asked it. Well, I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
If I happen to come across one, then sure. I'll go and have a look. I will not necessarily be looking completely 100% for it, but maybe we'll come across it.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now?
Do tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
I have my doubts.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Well, you should go
As
then.
you wish.
If you shouldn't even be discussing it. Let's go and see about this area a little bit.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is
Well,
black as sin and
in the
poisonous.
meantime,
Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
first time we're actually meeting with the Darkspawn, though, considering we haven't been in the warrior cast or anything. So I haven't had anything to do with one.
Sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
Why don't you have clothes? I think that you should have clothes, yes,
Darkspawn
sir.
give me the shivers. The look in their eyes up close.
Well, I guess I will be seeing that soon enough. Some more loot. I don't remember where the other recruit actually was, which is kind of strange. I would think that I should be able to remember. It's just one of those people.
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
What do you mean?
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Yes, sure I do.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Now I'm like wondering, do I want that sword? On the other hand, that guy does need his sword too for this battle. I'm supposed to be a Grey Warden now. I would be almost thinking that maybe this time around we shouldn't be taking it. We could easily take it otherwise, but I would say that in other situations she would be okay just taking the sword because we need it anyways. I would say we would have a use for it, but this is overall just a battle that we are supposed to all be in and battle and everything, so him not having his sword would be probably not the best thing. He will be more efficient when he has also his sword, and I do not, as a dwarf nonetheless, even if I have never fought against the Darkspawn, I don't think lightly. So no, I guess sorry to bother you.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry to bother you this time around. I think that's a more illogical choice nonetheless, in all reality. That looks strange, graphically, I think.
There are lots of Darkspawn, different kinds.
Loghain's Guard.
You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Teyrn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
If you say so. Is the Teyrn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Sure, you can tell me a little about him if he's... I'm interested because he's one of the big figures that we have heard about during Loghain, and of course the king himself.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tern's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tern speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tern Loghain tells him. Without the Tern, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I don't really want to be going and meeting him, though. I'm fine enough just getting a little bit of a date with... If we are supposed to be meeting him at some point...
Very well.
That will be... when we will be meeting him. I don't remember... I think I missed the other recruit somewhere over there, and I just completely missed him. I would like to talk to him too before we just go into the campsite, though. So... don't see him here, though. Where was he? Where are you, other recruit? I guess I should be at least keeping this on as much as possible so that maybe I'll actually spot him this time. Oh, there, Jory, listening to this priest. Fine. Okay, you.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Well, as such, to be honest, it's probably pretty easy to think that I am the third recruit and so on if they have heard that it's a dwarf. Yes, I am Ruska.
Serjuri is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I wasn't aware dwarves could be Grey Wardens. I've only seen a few of your folk in the castle dealing with the smithy.
Not all dwarves are smiths, you know.
Of course, my father was the castle smith, so I encountered dwarves through him. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Well, what would I want to be saying? Aren't you nervous about fighting Darkspawn? I'm not personally that nervous, but he seems to be really excited.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't. As a boy, my mother told us Darkspawn hunted down all children who misbehaved. It is a foolish superstition, I know, but I still shiver when I think of fighting them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
No, only... it's all a big secret, apparently.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Yep, sure thing. See you there. See you there. Okay, let us go into here then to meet with the recruits and Duncan and everything. Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations.
Sure.
Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the maids, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Okay, and what is the second task then?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Sounds good. So find the archives and the 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Sure thing. Alrighty, and the Warden's Cache and everything. I should have a look nonetheless, because we are adventuring longer with these guys, how they exactly will be. But as such, I think I can have him as an archer. I think that works quite fine, that I'm in the close range, he will be using his bow. He has more skills for it anyways. That's fine. If an enemy is attacking him, he can do that. But this attacking main character and attack that character, that is something that I don't want. I do want to be controlling who he attacks. He can just enemy any. What did the pinning shot do anyways? A shot to the target legs disables the foe, pinning the target in place unless passes a physical resistance check, and slowing movement speed otherwise. A shot to the target's leg disables the foe. Physical resistance check. I guess I should have anyways the enemy any attack, so that they will at least keep attacking. And let's see, enemy, any, and then use ability pinning shot. Enemy. I could try to have somewhat a little bit differently. Targeted range, short and medium range. Range is very long. It can't be any range, I think, but of course it would be the most logical for someone who is coming towards us at one spot or another. So it's a little bit something that I would prefer for something like that, or that type of a purpose. Maybe I shouldn't have that yet, just use it a little bit differently. Maybe I should be using it myself, who knows, I'm not sure. Not sure. Clear for now, I guess. I could have the healing potions for you too, at least, for sure, but at least let's put this into here so I have an easier time to use them. I could go and buy some more healing potions, because that's not that many for a certainty. That we can say easily. This isn't that many health potulouses, so could easily go and do that. And I have to remind myself of your tactics. So there's some indomitable is sustainable through sheer force of will. The character remains in control of the battlefield, gaining a slight increase to attack damage while being immune to stun or knockdown effects for the duration of this mode. It's probably something that he could just do for himself, so that he wouldn't be knocked down. Activate mode indomitable. Just use it. It doesn't seem that it isn't a good idea to use.
Right away.
Maybe I need to just press it myself and not have it in the tactics, because you didn't seem to be doing it for now. I guess that can be fine too. Or maybe I can still have it there, but yeah, it does use a lot of your actions, of course. But as such, I think it's still pretty good. Good one to have, considering gaining slight increase to attack damage while being immune to stun or knockdowns, which is pretty nice. Sunder arms, characters hinder target's abilities to fight back rather than going directly for a killing blow. Hinder target's ability to fight back. Unless the target passes a physical resistance check, it suffers a penalty to attack for a short time. Sure. That's fine enough, I guess, to have. Enemy health, mighty blow, so that you could be killing him immediately, I guess, as a idea. I guess that's fine too. Like, there's certain things that I don't want to be in control of myself, but I guess that's fine. I still like to be able to use a specific skill when I want to, if I feel like it. But, of course, more with the mages and more with my own main character, and some of these are fine as sus. The player strikes out with a weapon's blunt end, knocking the opponent to the ground unless it passes a physical resistance check. Okay, this is fine enough. I'll separate the ones which do stunning for myself so that I can try to use it sometimes if I so wish. So the shield pass, this, and then the pinning shot. Did I separate it? Yes. I have it separated. But just overall the attacking, of course they could be doing anyways to anything always, but that's fine, that's fine. I'll control those specific abilities at least for the moment. Not necessarily the full time, but at least for the moment. But yeah, I do think that I should definitely go ahead to at least buy a few more health bottles, because this is not going to be good enough. That's for sure. That ain't going to be good enough.
Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yes, definitely.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, let's just buy. I don't think that it's gonna be a bad idea to have some extra ones while we're at it. I kind of wonder why that's separately, that one lesser health bottle doesn't make sense to me exactly why it would be separately. Of course, then could be buying receipts and all other type of stuff, but don't think we need to do that right now. And I do think that the equipment should be fine with everyone. I think, other than I guess with Alistair, I could possibly. Well, you do have your own sword, so I guess that's fine enough. Like, sure, I could be using this, but it's not that great. And then you have your bow, and you have that. So that is totally fine. Sure, I got also these better arrows if I need to be using some at some point. But otherwise, that's fine. That is fine. I think we are as ready as we'll ever be, pretty much. At least. And we'll see how many times I'll be dying when I'm learning again to play this properly. We'll see, we'll see. Let's just save here at the very least. And start to be heading off.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
True. True. I'm sure. To be continued with Kidarusha next time in Dragon Age.